The state and federal environmental approvals are already putting a handbrake on WA's economy. Now the federal government is proposing a shake-up of the approvals process for major projects, and it could have a serious impact on our global competitiveness. It's called Nature Positive, and it introduced more complexity to what's already a tangled web of environmental and heritage approvals. The reform would introduce a national environmental protection agency that would duplicate the work already happening at a state level. It'll introduce a complicated like-for-like offset regime that would set an almost impossible bar for any new project to get off the ground. And it'll risk tying projects up for years in legal and administrative red tape, blowing out budgets and timelines. All this comes at a time when our state and federal approval system is already failing to facilitate projects in a timely manner. We estimate that in WA alone, $318 billion worth of current and future projects are on the line, with a substantial portion at risk of being delayed, downsized, or even scrapped. This comes at a time when WA is in a race for global capital to develop the critical minerals needed to power the green revolution. There's a risk our lithium, cobalt, and nickel will stay in the ground, sending investment dollars overseas to countries that are actively encouraging exploration and new technologies. The changes will also pose major challenges for agriculture, tourism, construction, and other sectors like space and defence. We all know there's a need for rigorous environmental regulation to protect our most precious assets, but we already have some of the toughest regulations in the world. We call on the federal government to align its environmental standards with the state governments and commit to reasonable timeframes, rather than creating another layer of bureaucracy that will send investment dollars overseas. We're also calling on the state government to undertake a major shake-up of its environmental regulators so that we can achieve our vision of making WA the best place to live and do business. You can see our full report and set of recommendations on our website at cciwa.com.